When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kentucky about... off to get things underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Looking to throw, it's Foster. Here's the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unleashes one deep. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will get the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup. It's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Ivy. Breaks it. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Gets it out quickly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Foster. Going deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
On the move, it's Algier. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker. We're on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Kentucky going quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Slithers into space. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? They'll try to get it through the air. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get...
And here comes the heat, and they get...
Gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Punch it out of the air. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. That's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. To the air, it's Foster. Firing to the right, complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Got it in the middle. It's Callaway. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he shows the ability to throw the ball, make a big play through the air. Then you're covering the throw game well. What happens?
Rush coming in hot, and they got 29.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Finds his man. It's Callaway. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Back to pass. It's Foster. Pocket breaking down. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short on the line of the game. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Takes a snap. Wants to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tide! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Kentucky right back to the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize.
Turning it on! They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. In back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it! The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He might want another play. To throw, it's Foster. Makes the catch, it's Farmer. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut it. Lead before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. To the air, it's Foster. Gets it out fast. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. He wants to change this route. Got a little space. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab on the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. They say you play the analytics here and go for 2. I think it's too early for this.
6 remain. 6 remain. Come on,
now the play fake. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Wicks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
And they'll mark it down at the 30.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play.
Oh, he's got some space. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games.
Unloads it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play. Pass is incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Foster. Under fire. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A quick pass to the left.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Can't get him to the ground. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Kentucky will be forced to punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Makes the grab. It's Algier. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Foster. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. Get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Algier. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A strike downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Wants to throw it. He's going for it all. Picked off to stop the threat.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Kentucky going quickly.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. Dropping back, it's Foster. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
It's complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has... And down he goes at the 30.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Alabama comes out. 4th down play to start the 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. The offense has been really productive both ways, both scoring and giving up the ball, David.
Yeah, the boomer bust offense is not good. Like, we have to take care of the football. It's a premium take care of the football. Every time you've taken care of it, Palmer, you've driven down the field and had successful drives.
I didn't have this on my bingo card, I'll be honest. Turning the ball over this much and still having the lead, but their defense and special teams have done their part. Offensively now, just do your job, and you're probably pulling away in this one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Avery. Bringing the heat. Brings it in down the left side. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Looking to throw.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Kentucky right back to the line.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Offense scoops it up and still going. There he goes.
Man, those are... There's defensively, you get... You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. The give to the tailback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Fox. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Here's the handoff. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Avery. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The sure hands, it's Callaway. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it completely.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Gonna look downfield again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Finds his big tight end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Kentucky going quickly. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper. Understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Looking downfield, it's Foster. He's got the tight end. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Oh, he makes the catch. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down in the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. From the gun. Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Wicks. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Stands in and takes the hit. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big, and the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because
turning it on! Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Foster. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hauls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They're working that left side. Touchdown tie! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead a little more comfortable. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Going to swing it on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. on 3rd and long. Doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated.